Amidst the grandeur of a military parade and slogans in North Korea, a young woman stands with a slight smile in this peculiar atmosphere. This is no ordinary person. She is Kim Yo Jong, the only and younger sister of North Korea's supreme leader, Kim Jong-un. Yet this innocent-looking face is remembered as one of the most dangerous women in the world. Yes, most dangerous woman in the world is not just a critic's phrase, but experts say that Kim Yo Jong should not be underestimated in any way. Today, we will peek inside the closed world of North Korea to see how this woman has quietly woven a web of power. A woman who can strike ruthlessly when needed, and knows how to charm her enemies with a smile. What is the reason that the world is compelled to call her the most dangerous woman in history today? Kim Yo Jong was born around 1987 in Pyongyang. According to the U.S. Treasury, she was born on September 26, 1989, while South Korean experts claim she was born in 1987. The exact date is perhaps uncertain to anyone, but it is confirmed that she is the youngest daughter of North Korean dictator Kim Jong-il and the biological sister of today's supreme leader, Kim Jong-un. Her mother, Ko Young-hui, gave birth to 3 children. Kim Jong-chol, who has no interest in politics. He is fond of playing music and remains engrossed in his own world. Next is Kim Jong-un, who has become the current face of North Korea. And third is Kim Yo Jong, the beloved sister of 2 brothers. She spent her childhood in the isolated luxury of Pyongyang's private compound with her brothers, but was never brought before the world. She was first introduced to the world in 2011 when she was seen standing with her brother at her father's funeral. Initially, no one knew her, but for those who understood the signs, it was clear that she had entered the inner circle of power. After that, Kim Yo Jong remained a trusted companion of her brother. When Kim Jong-un began ruthlessly removing every obstacle in his path to power, she was seen at every meeting and ceremony around the supreme leader. Sometimes she stood holding documents, and at other times she was seen with an ashtray so that her chain-smoking brother wouldn't have trouble with ash. The world saw her as an assistant, a sister merely helping her brother, but the reality was far more terrifying. To understand the true reason behind this alliance, let's go back a few years. In the 1990s, Kim Jong-il sent his children to Europe so they could receive a good education there. Kim Yo Jong was sent to a school in Bern, Switzerland in 1996, where she studied under a false name. A while later, Kim Jong-un joined her. Now both siblings were studying at the same school, registered under fake names. Kim Jong-un's false name was Pakun, while his sister Kim Yo Jong was registered as Pak Mi-young. In Switzerland, they were known as ordinary Korean children, but the reality was quite different. The siblings lived in a modest apartment in the city. However, this apartment was constantly monitored by North Korean officials. They lived with relatives and a team of undercover bodyguards. Kim Jong-un's classmates mentioned that the apartment had photos of basketball players, which was likely Kim Jong-un's interest, but even then, Kim Yo Jong was kept under significant protection. For many years, they acted as ordinary Korean children, but in reality, the entire state machinery was working behind them. In 2000, Kim Yo Jong returned to North Korea. In 2007, she earned a degree in computer science from Kim Il-sung University in Pyongyang, and also secured a junior position in the Workers' Party that same year. She was first seen at her father's funeral in 2011. Immediately after, in 2012, she was appointed as a tour manager in the National Defense Commission. This was no ordinary position. She was responsible for managing her brother Kim Jong-un's travel plans, including where he would go, which route to take, when to go, and what to bring along. Please specify. Kim Yo Jong was managing all of this when she was just 23 years old. She even planned Kim Jong-un's security. In 2014, for the first time, North Korean media officially disclosed Kim Yo Jong's name. When she was appointed as the vice director of the Workers' Party's Propaganda and Agitation Department. This is essentially a media department or media wing, But its real job is to spread propaganda and present different perspectives about their leader to the public. Within a year, she quietly became the true ruler of this institution. Officially, someone else held the higher office, but it was Kim Yo Jong who truly called the shots. She had already attained the position of propaganda chief. In North Korea, where men typically hold power, a woman reaching such a high position was nothing short of a miracle. With the reins of the propaganda machine in her hands, Kim Yo Jong tried to strengthen her brother's personality to resemble that of their grandfather, Kim Il-sung. By this time, she was as responsible for the oppression in North Korea as Kim Jong-un, as she was considered more powerful than the supreme leader in the country. Then, in 2017, the U.S. Treasury added Kim Yo Jong to its sanctions list. In February 2018, she made a striking appearance on the world stage when she visited South Korea for the Winter Olympics. South Korea used the Winter Olympics as an opportunity to end hostilities and invited North Korea as well. Since the Korean War in 1953, this was the first time that a member of North Korea's royal family would set foot on South Korean soil. At this historical moment, when Kim Jong-un's sister's special plane landed in South Korea's Pyongyang, it was a stunning scene for the world's media. On this occasion, Kim Yo Jong turned enmity into friendship. She put on a brilliant act, and her smile captured the media's attention. She presented a softer image of North Korea. She dined with South Korean leaders and handed them a secret letter from her brother. The world received the message that perhaps the enmity had ended, but experts believe it was all a trap and part of propaganda. After this, in 2018-19, she was seen at every important meeting with her brother. Whether it was the historic summit with South Korea's Moon Jae-in or the smile-filled meeting with US President Donald Trump, she was found shadowing Kim Jong-un everywhere, ensuring that in every picture and every news, her elder brother's image remained beneficial. By the end of 2019, nuclear talks with America had failed. This failure perhaps fell on Kim Yo Jong, and she was quietly removed from the political bureau. The world thought that perhaps the royal sister's rise had ended, but it was just the calm before the storm. In April 2020, a strange situation arose when dictator Kim Jong-un suddenly disappeared from the public eye. Rumors swirled in intelligence agencies and media worldwide that perhaps the dictator had died. But in this ominous silence, a thunderous voice emerged from North Korean media that terrified everyone. For the first time, an ethnic statement was issued in the name of Kim Yo Jong. She compared South Korea to a trembling dog that only knows how to bark. This was not just a threat, but a message to the world that if the brother is not present, the sister is fully ready to take the throne. The result? Within weeks, not only did Kim Jong-un return, but Yo Jong was reinstated in the political bureau with more power than before. This one incident proved that she is not just an advisor, but the true Iron Lady of this regime. In North Korea, the path to strength runs through the corpses of loved ones, and Kim Yo Jong is a master player in this bloody game. In 2013, when Kim Jong-un declared his own uncle Jong Song-thaek a traitor and had him executed, it is said that behind this terrifying decision was Jong's crime was also astonishing. It was simply that he didn't clap wholeheartedly for the supreme leader at an event. Similarly, in 2017, Kim Jong-un's half-brother Kim Jong-nam was poisoned and killed at a Malaysian airport. The world directly attributes this assassination to the Kim regime. Recent reports suggest that in North Korea, some high-ranking government officials were executed simply because they were slightly delayed in showing respect to Yo Jong. In June 2020, under Kim Yo Jong's orders, North Korea blew up the Inter-Korean Liaison Office building to send a stern message to South Korea. This building was serving as the last hope for friendship between the two countries. Kim Yo Jong doesn't just make decisions. Her words are as powerful as any weapon. His tone is utterly innocuous for defectors who have fled North Korea. They call him and dirty worms and openly threaten him with it. the terrifying price of being a puppeteer must be paid. But their anger is not just felt by their own. In 2023, they addressed the world's greatest power, America's President Joe Biden, as an old man with no future. Not only that, she even referred to the president of South Korea as America's hungry dog. These words reveal that Kim Yo Jong's style is no less than that of a male dictator, and when she gets angry, she speaks even more than Kim Jong-un. Today, Kim Yo Jong is considered the de facto number 2 leader of North Korea. She is a member of the country's highest decision-making commission and governs alongside her brother. Officially, she is the propaganda chief, but she has significant influence over every policy and decision. Recently, she has issued at least 40 formal statements on behalf of Kim Jong-un, a role previously reserved only for the supreme leader. This suggests that she has now become the mouthpiece of the country herself. Many experts label her as North Korea's female dictator. The world has never seen a female leader threatening other countries with nuclear war. Considering all these circumstances, experts believe that if something happens to Kim Jong-un, the powers will first go to Kim Yo Jong. A North Korean defector, Tae Young-ho, says that if Kim Jong-un suddenly dies, according to the rules, the new leadership will go to Yo Jong because, according to reports, Kim Jong-un has no son, and even if he does, it will take a long time for him to mature. This clearly indicates that in such a scenario, the next turn is Yo Jong's. But has Yo Jong been the most powerful leader in history? Has history seen anything like this before? Historically, some women have indeed ruled with fear in their times. For example, Chinese Empress Wu Zetian seized power in the 7th century after her husband, and did not hesitate to sacrifice her own for her goals. Queen Mary Tudor of Europe shed rivers of blood in her country over small matters. But these ancient queens did not have the nuclear button, nor such a closed society where no one could speak against their will. Today, Kim Yo Jong has both of these things. That's why many people believe she has truly become the most dangerous woman in the world. After all these incidents, if anyone still considers her weak because she is a woman, it is their biggest mistake. There was a time when the world saw her as just a silent supporter. But today, she has become North Korea's most powerful and formidable woman. The question is not how dangerous Kim Yo Jong is. The question is whether the world is ready to face a female dictator for the first time if Kim Jong-un steps down tomorrow. A woman whose mere gesture can turn buildings to ashes, officials are executed, and whose anger has the power to shake major countries. Will Kim Yo Jong prove to be even more ruthless than her brother? Or is this just the beginning of a terrifying story? We hope you will like and share this video from Zim TV abundantly. Thank you so much for your loving comments. See you in the next amazing video.